Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, where today we're going to have a chat, and I want to just talk about some stuff, and just have a bit of an unscripted ramble, and yeah, just like talk about what's going on. Just check in with you a little bit. Like, let's talk about work, let's talk about potential burnout, let's talk about stuff. Let's talk about the channel. Let's talk about 20,000 subscribers. Let's talk about it, you know. Thank you so much for 20,000 of you beautiful beings watching my content. It's absolutely insane. While not all 20,000 of you are always here and always present and watching everything, and some of you have a lot of my videos in the backlog and you're falling behind, I hear you, I feel you, especially with stuff in the backlog. But I just want to say, like, no matter like what content you're watching and how frequently or whatever, like, thank you so much for just even being here and watching and engaging in my content. I'm incredibly grateful, and it means a hell of a lot to me, because I am working quite incredibly hard to make this work and to put this together, and there's a lot of sacrifice involved in making that work, especially when working another job and stuff like that, where like, this has all pretty much been made possible by being able to work from home. It's like, it's funny because I started in January of 2020, is when I posted a video on the channel going, all right, cool, I'm going to do videos and we're going to see how that goes and it could be fun. And then in March of 2020, I had to work from home from my job, and that allowed me a lot more freedom, not a lot of travel time to and from work. It allowed me so much more time to actually dedicate and put into like doing YouTube stuff. It actually kind of worked out in like this weirdly beautiful way for me, which is, you know, the same can't be said for everyone. It's affected in so many different ways. I don't say that without saying it's been easy for me. I've had like so many of my own mental struggles and challenges during this time of being very much isolated at home, but in terms of a YouTube perspective, it's been so nice to build and form a community which I guess has battled that isolation in a sense, as I've been able to share something that I love like very deeply with all of you, to share my love with that, to talk to you guys about it, to engage with you, to build like a Discord community, to then do live streams on Twitch, like interacting with you guys and getting that sort of like social interaction, even though it's quite virtual, has been has done a lot for me, and I just hope that there's been, like, you know, it feels like there's been a mutual benefit of us being able to interact and share our love for video games, and I think that's quite lovely, because yeah, like this past almost 2 years now have been an incredibly difficult time for a lot of people, and I'm just really grateful that I get to play video games and to share that with you. And I want to talk about like work, and you know, the amount of time that I spend on things. Is my days are very much working from home and then working on this, and then juggling around time and moving around my schedule to make things work, to be able to live stream at particular times, to be able to still record at particular times. It's definitely been a lot of me like juggling, and there's been like because we've been working from home and we've been in like numerous lockdowns, is I haven't really left the house that much. I haven't really been social or engaged with people, or took that time to really take care of myself in other ways. So I'm actually looking to work towards pretty much around this point in time and into the new year, moving away from my current full-time work, to keep my focus on you guys and keep my focus on YouTube and Twitch, and, you know, just giving out like good gaming content. And then I also want to be able to nurture the parts of my life that I've neglected. Like, I want to be able to actually exercise and leave the house and do some stuff and feel like I've got some semblance of life happening, which hasn't been the way that I've lived my life for, like I said, close to 2 years now. It's been insane. We are currently very open here in Australia for the most part. Hopefully we don't close down again. Hopefully things don't blow up. But it's nice that I can actually leave the house and go and do things and see people, and if I want to, even as much as I'm a huge homebody. I love being home. I love just being in the comfort of, you know, my home, engaging in stuff that I love. So it's not too bad. I wouldn't say I'm extroverted in any capacity, but it's like an introverted extrovert, especially when you have to do content. Because I definitely was way more nervous in the beginning, but I've definitely gotten more used to like my voice and engaging and talking with you guys, and it's been a lot of fun. But yeah, I just essentially wanted to like just talk about the fact that I do want to move away from my current full-time line of work and look into just being able to focus on this, where I want to avoid the burnout and exhaustion of working so hard, because there's been periods of time where I have felt that, not necessarily getting like bored or tired of playing games or making content. It's more so the just general exhaustion and being tired. So I want to be able to commit to still doing the same amount of stuff that I'm doing now, and if I can find and make time and room to do more, that would be great. It is still quite challenging to do so, and then hopefully we'll see if that can be, you know, something going forward, or I'll just, you know, go work back in hospitality again. And I'll go back out into the world and serve burgers, because I have done that plenty of times in my life. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update and talk to you guys about that kind of stuff, because yeah, avoiding burnout is kind of like one of the key important things for me. Is I don't want to get tired of doing this stuff, and I don't. It's just like it's so amazing that I get to like sit and play video games and share that with you, and you guys actually want to see and interact with it. It's really cool. Like at the moment with the Bloodborne New Game Plus playthrough, that's a lot of fun, because I'm playing through something that now feels like familiar, and it's like replaying a game but discovering new things still, and like doing like a couple of things differently, and that's really a lot of fun, because playing, probably my biggest challenge on the channel, which has been pretty much over the course of the whole year, is doing the Dark Souls Bloodborne playthroughs, and it's just like so much like work and effort and mental capacity to go through these games for the first time and capture it on a video in like an entertaining, structured, well thought out like let's play sort of thing, where there has to be like a constant movement forward and exploration and making sure you don't miss things and getting chastised when you do miss things, and like it's an incredible opportunity to share a first time experience of a Souls playthrough. I've come to learn I never expected, and this is like so true, is like I never expected there to be any sort of explosion in views for me playing Dark Souls, because I was just like, oh, I'll pick this game, I'll play it like in the same way that I was like, oh, I'll play Silent Hill, I'll play Metal Gear Solid. Like I'll just picking these games that like are very well renowned, and I'll give my you know shot at them. And I would play games that would get like, you know, a few hundred views or less, and then Dark Souls just blew up and continues to blow up, which is incredible. It's very humbling, especially that first Dark Souls playthrough, which was absolutely magical. It's been like great to see my growth through all of those games, but I can definitely see and feel the challenges of actually playing them in a row as well. Like I've played 4 of them in a row since January. We started Dark Souls 1 in January, took a brief break before jumping into Dark Souls 2, then another short break before Dark Souls 3, and that was a very short break, and then I went on, actually took a break in October for a couple of weeks while I moved house and sorted a bunch of stuff out, before getting into Bloodborne. But like, honestly, as excited as I am for, like, so excited you have no idea. Like, when I think about it, I was like, last night I was just like fully listening to the Limgrave theme from Elden Ring that was on loop for like an hour, and I was just like listening to it being like, I cannot wait to get lost in the world of Elden Ring. It's going to be so beautiful. But like with that, I still do have Sekiro and Demon Souls to play, and I am ever so keen to play those games. I am very, very excited for them. I hope to at least play Sekiro before Elden Ring. We are 2 months, like 2 to 3 months away at this current point in time from Elden Ring, so I would like to fit Sekiro in there, but it's not going to be immediately after Bloodborne, because, like I said, like playing all these games back to back, it's such an insane push that I don't want to end up not enjoying it because of that. I don't want to be tired of it and be like, oh my god, this is crushing me to do so, you know. That's why like replaying the games has been so much fun. Like, I've done some Souls streams, and we're doing Bloodborne New Game Plus right now, and I want to do more. I want to do a Dark Souls 3 replay. I want to play co-op with you guys, like on stream and stuff like that. It would be so much fun. So I'm definitely not tired of playing Souls games at all, and I don't think I ever could be, because it's a lot of fun. But I just, in terms of recording and playing a brand new one, that's where the challenge comes in, of like how mentally taxing that is at times, to make sure I can get that one done, you know, sort of thing. So the Sekiro won't come immediately, and that's more so to make sure that I just want to make sure that I'm in the right headspace and I can make it the best playthrough that it deserves to be, which is what I aim to do for pretty much all of the games that I play. As I really do feel it if there's an episode that was a bit lackluster, or if like something was like not as good. Like, I feel that. I'm very self-critical of my own work, so there's like a few videos that I'm not proud of how I was on the day, or how it was like put together and stuff, and that is kind of like the challenge. Is I am not able to put out a perfect video all the time, but I really strive to do so, and I strive to be very human and very genuine in and to not like fake my emotions or responses to things, as I do want you to know exactly how I feel and how I feel it, you know. So I don't know if that's really you know, if that's all I have to say today. I'm just trying to like really think through the things. I just like wanted to ramble about that today. Again, I just wanted to thank each and every one of you that are here and watching my content and engaging with me, because it means so damn much to me, that I really hope that I can keep doing this with you guys, and like sharing more games and sharing more videos. I've got like so many games planned that I want to play, so many different franchises and different series that have eluded me for years, because like I didn't grow up with every console. I had like 10 games growing up, and I just played them and replayed them obsessively. So now that I'm able to finally get those games for myself and share them with you, really means a lot. It's so special that I get to do this. So thank you so much for listening to me ramble for like 15 minutes. Sorry if it's boring, but I hope to like engage and connect with you in like a little bit more often. I haven't really done any update videos like this frequently, because I just really haven't had the time. I've mostly only had the time to sit down and play games, and edit them, and then try and get some sleep, you know. I need to do some Dark Souls 3 lore reactions. I was falling behind on Berserk a little bit, so there was no Berserk last week. Like it's like that sort of thing. It's like little things that you can see of like, I'm not able to do certain videos, or I'm not able to react to a certain amount of content, because there's a lot, you know. And playing a game and reacting and engaging with it is actually different to sitting and watching something. It's because sometimes, and this is like not because I'm bored or not because I like it, but it reminds me of like sitting in school and watching a presentation, and my brain automatically goes, you're tired now. And it's just like, I'm trying to like focus on like watching something that I am inherently interested in, but then at the same time, it's just such a difference between actually playing it and physically being engaged and wired in terms of like watching something. So it's actually at times harder for me to do like the reaction videos than for me to just play a game in that sort of sense. It's funny how brains work. So I do hope to get some Dark Souls 3 lore reactions out to you soon, and I hope you guys have been enjoying the playthroughs that I've been doing at the moment. Playing Death Stranding, Bloodborne, and Control all together has just been like, the lore in my brain right now is just really getting in there, and I'm enjoying every single one of them. It's so much fun. I can't wait for the games that I have planned to share with you that are coming up next as well. I've been thinking about which ones to do and when. There's franchises I need to revisit. There's new games that have been in my backlog for a while, more ones that have more recently come across my radar that definitely have my interest. There's a lot to cover. We've got Halo Infinite as well, which is another one that is coming in less than a week now. Halo Infinite will launch, and I will be doing a blind playthrough of the campaign. I'm very excited to do that. I'm going to try and see if I can do that as a bonus series alongside the other content that I'm doing, but we'll have to see when other stuff wraps up. That's the funny thing, is I constantly, whenever I'm finishing a game, I go, alright, cool, I'm going to now just only do this couple of games and focus on that, and then I get excited, and then I'm like, nah, let's do another game, because I don't want people to get too far behind on one series, because otherwise I go too fast, and then I get too far ahead, you know, like in terms of how I'm playing. And I do like to be relatively close in my progress to like the videos that I post. There's only have to been a couple of exceptions, like Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne, where I just had to really zoom ahead to avoid spoilers. But I like to relatively keep up with you guys to capture that it's more of like a let's play experience, so I'm sharing it with you instead of going, oh, I'm already done and I'm so many episodes ahead of you. You know, I don't like that as much as being like a little bit closer in the timeline. So that's primarily the reason why I record multiple games, is if I want to upload every day, I need to do that so I don't get too far ahead. And because if I just uploaded like Bloodborne every day, I'd have to record like over a week in advance for, you know, you guys to watch, for early access to go out, all of that kind of stuff. So you'd be watching an episode and I'd already be like 5-6 episodes ahead of you, sort of thing. And like, that's kind of, you know, not the best way to do things. It feels a little bit disjointed when I'm reading comments on an episode that I, you know, recorded, you know, a while ago, and I've already moved so much further, and like advice is already outdated because I've already discovered it or figured it out, you know, that kind of stuff. So I prefer being able to be closer, which is why multiple games get put on the channel. And I hope that, you know, if you're only watching one series, I hope you're enjoying it. I hope the wait in between episodes is worth it. I know that like 2-3 days is pretty good. I mean, TV shows you have to wait a week. There's other YouTubers where you have to wait multiple weeks. So I think 2-3 day gap between episodes for a game consistently is, I think, pretty good, I guess. Maybe. It feels like that anyway. I definitely know as a viewer myself, I appreciate a bit of a consistent like gap, at least, you know, when you're like looking forward to something, instead of it being like, well, I guess maybe in a week or so we'll get the next episode or something like that. But I am working really hard to maintain some semblance of a schedule, while also, you know, doing a whole lot of other things. And it's been really cool to still maintain uploading every day or more, just like, and then, you know, excluding my break that I took in between, because that's like a consistent, like, well over a year of uploading every single day, and it's been nice. And it's not like I'm legally binded, it's not contractually obligated to do so. I just kind of went, I feel like I can do this, and then I kept doing it, and then here we are, you know. I think I've rambled on for long enough, because I did intend to wrap this one up like 5 minutes ago, but that is what happens when you go unscripted. You go off the books and you just talk about stuff. But thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. If you are still here, finding out all of the tidbits of information about what my current plans are. But 2022 is going to be insane, okay? 2022 is going to be insane. You thought 2021 was big here? 2022, baby. We got a bunch of shit on. So many games to play. So many new releases that are coming out next year, as well as all the games in my backlog. I think it's going to be really special. So I hope you guys will stick around. I hope you guys are currently enjoying the content, and have a good one. Genuinely, I hope you guys are okay and taking care of yourselves, because it's all that we are trying to do in this time. So stay safe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.